Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make these coffin-shaped Santorini stones into these 3 adorable spooky designs for Halloween. As I get started here, I just want to alert you that there are timestamps listed in the description in case you want to jump around. There might be one design that speaks to you more than the others, and you can skip to that part of the design. There's also a link in the description to where I got these coffin rocks from. They are adorable, but just in case you don't have any on hand, you could still do this design by drawing the coffin shape on another stone, or you could do the design without the coffin shape at all. Also, I am using alcohol inks to achieve the blended background on these designs, but if you don't like alcohol inks or if you don't have them on hand, you could also achieve the same look with acrylic paints. So my process for blending these 3 colors is that I take the alcohol ink and put it on the makeup sponge and then spritz the makeup sponge with rubbing alcohol for the first coat, so you'll notice that it goes on quite a bit lighter on the first round, and then I add more of the alcohol ink to the makeup sponge and then go back and deepen the color and kind of blend it together with the other colors. You're going to see here that I get a little extra alcohol ink on the stone itself, and I dab it in and kind of blend it, and it's actually okay because that's going to get covered up with the design that goes on this stone. And now for the first design, the spooky haunted house, I'm just going to take a regular pencil and line out my design. It's kind of a crooked looking house, and it will have a crooked looking tree on the side as well as some windows where this blended background will show through the silhouette of the house. Now I'm just taking a black Posca paint marker and filling in the design. I chose to just go ahead and use the Posca paint marker for the whole design because I feel like I have more control over it than I do with a brush, and it was just easier to use it to fill in the entire design. Now I am taking a larger brush and some black paint, and I'm filling in the bottom as well as the sides of the little coffin to make it have a nice finished look. Now I'm going to take some of this Folk Art Extreme Black Glitter and just cover the whole design. Anywhere that there's black, it's going to get the black glitter. Now moving on to the second design, that's going to be a sugar skull. I'm going to start with the black paint and the larger brush and outline the sides of the coffin. I'm not too worried about it being perfect around the edge, and you're going to see why next. This is a silicone tool that I got on Amazon, so it actually has some give to it and some bend, but I'm going to use it just like I use my dotting tools, except the advantage of it being more flexible is that it can kind of bend around the corner of this Santorini stone. It's not a hard edge, but it is rounded, but it's still going to give me a nice dotted look around the edges. Now I'm going to take these 3 glitter paints that match the colors of the background of the rock along with this small dotting tool, and I'm going to match the colors with what's in the background of the rock and add some small dots of glitter paint. So here I'm using the pink glitter, and I'm going to match around everywhere that the pink is, and then I will follow and add dots where the purple and turquoise are with the matching colors. So it creates almost like a lacy look that goes along with the background blended colors. Here you can kind of see that gradient of colors with the glitter paint that matches the background of the stone. Now I'm going to take my largest dotting tool along with some black paint and add 2 large dots for the eyes of my sugar skull. Now I'm going to take a smaller dotting tool and add that same lacy look around my eyes on the sugar skull. Next I'm going to add the nose, and the easiest way to do this is to flip it upside down and draw a heart. And then I'm just going to clean up the edges and add a little bit of dotting for detail. For the teeth, I'm just going to add a straight line and then put little oval shapes very tight next to each other, and it starts to take shape. The rest of this design is basically adding decorative elements to the sugar skull, so you can kind of do whatever you want. I am adding a flower to the forehead, and then I'm going to add some accents to the cheeks and the chin. If you haven't noticed by now, I love my glitter paints. So now I'm just going to come back and add some accents with the turquoise purple and pink glitter paints. So I'm going to go around the eyes. I'm going to add some large dots of the turquoise paint in the center of the eyes, and then just add some dotting accent work on the other parts of the design. The third design is going to start out very much like the second one. I'm going to take the 3 colors that we have in the background with glitter paint and add those dots to create that kind of lacy look. Next, I want to add kind of a circular frame to kind of the top end of this rock, and the top of my paint was the best size circle that I could find, so I just traced it, and now I'm going to hand draw the design, which is a little very simple, easy to draw spider. I'm just using some black paint to fill in the spider, and then I'm going to use a Posca paint pen to do the spider legs so that I have good control over those angles. After I get this frame drawn out, I'm going to take a really small dotting tool and just add some more dots around the frame of the spider. Now comes the fun part. I'm going to take that black Posca paint pen again, and I'm going to draw the spider webs. Spider webs look like they're difficult, but they're actually very easy. You just kind of need these straight angled lines, and then you add the webbing once you've got that in there. And so the detail on this is just a curved line with kind of a downward curve, and you just connect all of those initial lines that you drew. You can see the spider web starting to take shape. I'm just going to extend those initial lines all the way to the top of the rock so that the spider web covers the entire background of the rock. Now for the eyes, I'm going to take a little bit of neon green acrylic paint and add 2 simple dots to the spider. And then I'm going to follow that up once that's dry with a little bit of neon green glitter paint to add a little bit of sparkle. I could not wait to get resin on these designs, and they did not disappoint. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other videos. See you next time!